I've become a pro at riding public transportation. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week's video is all about using public transportation once you arrive in Europe. So one of the biggest adjustments I think for me and a lot of the Americans that come over here to Europe to play is not having your car. In the States, I usually use my car every day to get to where I need to be. Fortunately for me, Europe makes it super easy to get by without one. These cities were built thousands of years ago, so they're super small. Obviously, some of the streets aren't even big enough for cars. People used to walk or take horses. For me, I can get to anywhere I need to be within 10 or 15 minutes of walking in these tiny cities. But if you can't walk, you can always use public transportation. I think one of the biggest mistakes tourists do is they take a taxi to get to every destination that they want to go to. It's going to cost you a lot of money when odds are you can probably just take a bus, a metro, and get to exactly where you need to be for €1. When you get to a European country, the first thing you should do is download the Google Transit app. And once you type in your destination for this app, it's going to tell you exactly where you need to go using public transportation. Super easy. Usually there's a ton of options and you're never going to have to wait very long for a bus or a metro. So with that being said, when you visit a European country, I highly recommend looking into the public transportation card, especially if you're going to Barcelona or Madrid. I know they have a great 3-day tourist card, or a week or a month, or if you're here like me for an entire year, I highly recommend getting one of these. In the cities in Spain, there will be like newspaper stands where they sell drinks, candy, newspapers. You can't miss them. They're on every corner, and that's actually where you're going to buy these cards, and then you can fill them up for 15, 20, however much money you want to put on these to use to get around the town. And they're super easy to use. Once you get on the bus or train, you just scan it and it usually gives you a discount. So if you're not using one of these, it costs about €1 every time you want to get on the bus, but with these, it's about 60 cents. So you're saving a little bit of money too, so I highly recommend getting one of these. So definitely for traveling inside the city, I recommend the buses. If you're wanting to travel from city to city in Spain, I definitely recommend the speed trains that Spain has to offer. They're some of the best in the world, guys. Right now, I'm about a 6-hour drive from Madrid, Spain, which is the capital, and it's about an hour and 15-minute flight. But the speed train will get you there in 2 hours, and you have a ton of room, free Wi-Fi. There are carts on the train that have food and drink, and honestly, our team travels by train. It's one of my favorite experiences. Really, it's super easy, super clean, they're always on time, and they get you to where you need to be super fast. So I highly recommend that. And if you wanted to travel to Spain, then you could look up Renfe, which is the website for the trains, and you can look up the times for the train. I wanted to do this video on public transportation because during my 3 years here, it is something that I have used every single day, and I wanted to encourage you guys to not be afraid of it because it's a way of life here. They're super clean. Everyone can give you information about the public transportation systems here because everyone uses them. So it's a fun way to immerse yourself in the culture, get to where you need to be, not have to worry about parking, and it's a way to get around when you don't have a car. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and here's a few more shots of the beautiful city that I'm living in. Hey guys, welcome to the goalkeeper tip or trick of the week portion of my blog. This week's tip is all about passing and distribution because goalkeepers are not only the last line of defense for our teams, but we're the first line of offense. We have to be able to distribute the ball well with both feet, and that is my tip, is to practice, 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 because that is the only way you're going to get good at something. Passing, hitting long balls with both feet. So my right foot is stronger than my left foot, to practice twice as hard with my left foot to make sure my passes are perfect. And so that's what I recommend doing, because diving, blocking, training those all the time is great, but make sure you continue to train passing and distribution with your feet, because that is a huge piece of goalkeeping, and that is something that if you're good at can definitely help you get to the next level.
Hey! It's about to go down. In a minute, let me touch down. I'ma get it. Cause I been waiting all night to make it go from the friend zone to the end zone. Tryna take it to the house, baby, let's go. Cause I been waiting all night. It's game time.